Superminis are all about being funky looking and fun to drive. Well, they are if you believe the marketing spiel. The reality is often very different.
I'd wager the main reason so many of us choose a small car is because they're cheap to buy and cheap to run. And few cars are so effective when it comes to cutting your running costs as this, the Toyota Yaris Hybrid. It's almost cheaper than walking.
The third generation Yaris was launched in 2011, but has just had a major update for 2014. On the outside, that means sharper styling with an X-shaped graphic on the front that apes the Igo city car. There are 4 engines, a new 1 litre petrol, the familiar 1.33 petrol, a 1.4 diesel, and this car, the headline-grabbing 1.5 hybrid.
For all the eco-skeptics out there, it's probably worth a quick recap as to how a hybrid works.
Under the bonnet, we've got a 1.5 litre petrol engine and an electric motor. The engine charges a battery pack when you drive along, and that then powers the electric motor to give you a boost when needed.
What that means in practice is eerily silent, electric-only running around town. But put your foot down and the transition to petrol power is seamless. It makes for a very relaxing drive. Only if you really accelerate hard does the Yaris become noisy. Its CVT gearbox holds the engine at optimum revs, so you get this droning noise that's at odds with the rest of the experience.
Of course, it's missing the point to drive a hybrid like a hot hatch. If you have a light right foot, the Yaris can return up to 85.6 miles per gallon, along with CO2 emissions of just 75 grams per kilometre.
And for that admittedly small group of drivers, like me, who drive in central London, this is one of just a handful of cars that avoids the daily congestion charge. Even Prius drivers now have to pay up.
The Yaris has always been one of the most spacious superminis, with a high roof that creates plenty of space for passengers and boxy proportions that make it easy to park. The boot isn't especially big though. We measured 230 litres, similar to a Ford Fiesta, but way behind the 370 litres you get in a Honda Jazz.
We've also tested in-car technology, and we found this Toyota Touch Media system to be one of the best available. Pay extra for sat-nav and you'll also get access to a range of apps for local fuel prices, parking information and speed camera locations. Not that you'll be worried about those, of course. Slow and steady wins the economy race, remember? Now, we're on a country road, so this is the point in the video where I put my road testing hat on and tell you that the Yaris isn't as much fun as a Ford Fiesta.
And it isn't. But it's far from unpleasant, and like all Toyotas, the Yaris is a very easy car to drive, with light controls and, in this version, an automatic gearbox. Put the box in B mode and you get extra regenerative braking, which charges the batteries and means you can drive without touching the brake pedal at low speeds.
So, should you buy a Yaris Hybrid? Well, it really depends on what type of driving you do. If you don't cover a lot of miles, the £2,000 price premium for the hybrid over the petrol version will take a long time to recoup through lower fuel bills.
Just as important is where you do your driving. Hybrids are most efficient around town. We haven't tested this Yaris in our lab yet, but the old version managed an amazing 122.8 miles per gallon in urban traffic. That dropped to just 46.3 mpg on the motorway though, where diesel engines are generally most efficient.
For city dwellers, especially in London, the Yaris Hybrid is definitely worth considering. No other supermini gets close for urban efficiency. Throw in Toyota's 5-year warranty and excellent reliability record, and you have a car that's easy on the wallet, easy to drive and easy to own.
Click here to read our full review of the Toyota Yaris and the current Honda Jazz, or read our top 10 supermini buying tips.